G'day guys, Aussie Share Trader here. Welcome back to the last day of May so we can look forward to June. Pick a few winners hopefully. Also going to give away $100 in the Australia's Greatest Stock Picker competition. I'm going to talk about my first 50-day project and I'm going to talk about a few other things as well, so stick around. Okay, g'day guys, Darren back. It is the last day of the month, so the best day of the month. We get to talk about June coming up and look back at the three from last month. Okay, so the first one from last month was BKL, which is Blackmores. Now that did have a really good month. It was at $117.80 this time last month, and today $153.20. So that's a rise of just over 30%. And as you can see on the chart there, it just almost went straight up. It was a really good month. Now I did trade that. Unfortunately, I didn't get all of that. I got about 10%. I went from about 118 to 131 was my trade in there. So yeah, could have done better, but I was happy enough with the trade at the time, and it just kept on going. Good quality stock, Blackmores, and a good month, so that was a good one. The second one was DLX, which is Dulux. That was interesting. It was $7.73 last month. It was doing really well, got up to about $8.20, somewhere around there. Then their figures come out and the market didn't like them, so it's come back down. It's now at $7.46, so down about 3.5%. So I'm in this one, and I'm down, but I'm going to hang in there. I do like the company, so I'm still fairly positive on it, but at the moment, not winning. And the last one from last month was AXE, A-X-E, which is Archer. Now, they're a little graphene play, and I wanted to get some feedback from people regarding AXE or graphene and just the whole kit and caboodle. And I did. I got some good emails from a few people that knew more about graphene and the technology than I do. And I found it really informative. The shares themselves haven't done very well. They were 14.5 cents last month. Now they're 12.5 cents, so they're down about 13%. But these have become a bottom drawer hold for me. I bought these at 11 cents a few months ago, and I'm gonna hang on to them. I've just got enough invested that if they go to zero, you know, it's not going to kill me. But I want to stay in them because they're just a good story, and the assets that they have do look quite good quality. So I'm going to hang in there on these AXE, A-X-E. Okay, so that's last month, but let's look forward to June. Now, the first one I'm going to talk about are NWH, which are called NRW Holdings, but their code is NWH. They are an Australian company providing diversified services to Australia's resource and infrastructure sectors through its three business divisions, being NRW Civil and Mining, Action Drill and Blast, and AES Equipment Solutions. NWH conducts its operations in WA, Northern Territory, Queensland, and Guinea, West Africa. Okay, so they are in the engineering and construction space. Now that particular space has done really well for the last 12 months or so, maybe a bit longer now. This company itself now sits at $1.34. Their stock price was only 4 cents just a couple of years ago. So they've had a massive run over the last 2.5 years. Their PE is around 20 at the moment. Market cap just over $500 million, $500 million. Now, they are a fantastic turnaround story. I think they've got plenty of growth. That sector in general I'm very keen on, and I like this stock in particular. As I said, they're currently at $1.34. I've already bought these at $1.30 a couple of days ago, and you know, hopefully they'll head up towards $1.50 in the next few weeks or months. So I think they're a nice solid play here at this price. NWH. Put them on your list and have a look at them. Now, the second one is one of my old favorites. I spoke about once on this channel. It's probably, I think it might have been in last July when I spoke about these. And they were $12 a share. They are Twe Treasury Wines. They're currently at $16.50 after they've come off a fair way in the last few weeks. I'll talk about that more in a minute. The PE is still around 34, so it's still quite high, and their market cap is getting close to $12 billion. TWE are one of my favourite stocks on the ASX because they are unique. There's no player in the wine market in Australia anywhere near as big as these guys. They dominate the market, and not just Australia. They would have to be one of the biggest companies in the world, the biggest wine companies in the world. They are a major world player. They've been another turnaround story. I've been on board these in my long-term portfolio for a few years now, and they've been a fantastic share for me. A guy by the name of Michael Clark took over as CEO back in 2014, and the share price back then was probably, I can't remember exactly, but probably around $3 or $4 when he took over. And he's done a remarkable job with this company, and I'm a believer in him. I like the way he manages this business. There's been some recent reports from the Australian Financial Review saying that there's been a glut of wines in China, and you know, it's going to affect the sales for this company. Michael Clark has come out and denied it. What it did do, it affected the share price. It come down from $20 down to below 16, so it was off over 20% on the report from the AFR, which to me provided a fantastic buying opportunity. So they're now at $16.50. I expect this share to pretty much just head back the way it was heading before the report. Nothing has fundamentally changed. They're a fantastic company, fantastically run. Take a look at TWE. I can't say enough good stuff about them. So have a look and put them on your watch list and see if there's a trade there for you. Okay, now the third one is a smaller company that has taken my interest in the last few months. They are called Sonata Therapeutics. Their code is CYP. They're currently at $1.30, market cap of around $120 million. Now, when I was in Sydney early last month, early April, I caught up with a few guys that I met off this channel. One guy was called Warren, and he was telling us all about CYP. He had an intimate knowledge of the technology of CYP, and he explained it to us all. Went over my head. I didn't understand it, but it did sound exciting, and I've had him on my watch list ever since, so about 2 months. I'll read the business summary. Sonata Therapeutics Limited is an Australian clinical stage stem cell and regenerative medicine company developing therapies based on its proprietary Cimerus A stem cell technology platform. Cimerus technology represents an important breakthrough in stem cell product research that facilitates large-scale manufacture of MSCs from a single donor and a single donation, comparing favourably to most other MSC technologies that require multiple donors and multiple donations. MSC is mesenchymal, whatever that is. So this company is trying to solve a major problem in medicine. When a patient gets a bone marrow transplant, the body rejects it most of the time. The drug that Sonata are trying to develop helps the body to accept the new donation. I'm not pretending to know the medical science behind this, but what I do understand is that it's going to make a dramatic difference to lots of people's lives, and that's why this technology looks exciting from a layman's point of view. Now, you're going to have to do your own research on these because I'm sure I haven't explained it very well, but they're currently doing clinical studies, and in the next few weeks they'll be releasing the first analytics from the studies. And of course, these could go either way. If these are favourable, this stock price is likely to soar. If they're not, it's likely to plummet. So these are a very risky proposition. When you're trading stocks like these, you just go lighter. You don't invest or trade with as much as you normally would. So you maybe cut down to 30 to 50% of your normal trade size. That's what I do. But I think the risk reward is there for the hope that you will maybe double, triple your money. Then these will be a fantastic play, I think. They've got some Big backing. Fuji has invested, own 9% of the company. Just recently, in the last couple of days, Fidelity International has just invested $5 million. So they're basically cashed up. They have no debt. If you want to have a look at another company in a similar space, have a look at Mesoblast. They're working on similar technology. If you look at the market cap of Mesoblast, they're at 700 million, and Sonata currently about 120 million. Okay, so there we go. I haven't explained it very well, but take a look at it yourself. Do your own research. If Warren's actually out there and watching, if he wanted to comment in the comments below, then people could ask him questions, and he would explain it much better than I will, I'm quite sure. So Warren, if you are watching, just comment if you're happy to, and people can ask you questions. Okay, so they are the three for this month. They were NWH, which is NRW Holdings. They're currently at $1.34. Second one, Treasury Wines, currently $16.50. And third one is Sonata Therapeutics, which is currently at $1.30. Okay, guys. So, as you may or may not know, for the last nearly 2 months now, I have been doing very little work. I got out of my business, sold my business back on April 6th. So it's been about 8 weeks of me bumming around the house, pretty much, being a house husband, cleaning up. I'm working on a few little projects as well. But as of July 1st, I'm going to really start to focus on one particular thing. I'm going to do a 50-day project, which I did speak about in a previous video. And the 50-day project I'm going to do is, it's going to be trading the ASX, which is good for this channel because that's what it's about. And I'm really just going to focus on that for 50 days, 50 working days, which is 10 weeks. And I'm going to do all that encompasses as well. I'm going to put more vids up. I'll go back to doing a few videos a week, maybe even more often than that. I'm going to really focus on particular shares and research them to death, and put videos up about that. I'm going to do a newsletter, a free newsletter. So if you want to get that newsletter, you can go to my website, which I've started to work on. There's very little up there at the moment, but I do have one. It is the AussieShareTrader.com. So if you want to go there and click on the newsletter link, I will actually put a link in the description. You just put your first name and your email address and click the box, and you'll go on my email list. And it'll be a proper list, so you can unsubscribe when you want to. It won't be a spammy one at all. So if you want to get the newsletter, do that. And I've got another few little ideas I'm going to work on. I won't talk about them now, but you'll see starting July 1st, you'll probably, if you want to, see a lot more of me, because I'm going to be really, really active on the market. I'm going to focus my whole life basically on the market for at least those 10 weeks. And at the end of it, I can reassess and see what happened, and make a decision from there. Okay, now the competition. How could I forget that? I haven't looked at this competition in over 2 weeks, so I've got no idea who is on top or on the bottom. I have no idea at all, and we'll see who is this month's $100 Bunnings voucher winner. Okay guys, here is the leaderboard. Just a quick one. If any of your shares have changed in the last month or so, like done a consolidation or done a split, just let me know. I come across one TNO that had done a split recently, 4.62 for one, and a couple of people had that. Adrian and Andrew Trapman own that, so I've made the change. But if any of yours have done that, just let me know, and I will update them as well. As far as I know, everything is right here, so let's go up the leaderboard and have a look. Kevin Young, you are still on the bottom and holding everything up, young man. So anyway, we'll head up from there and see how everyone else is going. What have we got? Ben Lung at number 52, first one in the green. Keep heading up. Okay, so getting towards the top 20 now. And there's Amy Chan at number 15. She was last month's winner, so she's dropped down a little bit. Now the top 10, we've got Mac Rogers, Ben Insider, We got number 8 is Mark Williams, Jason Sheedy, Zayo. Then we got Toby Smart, Finance Rambling, Eddie Finance, and the winner is Kath Lee with 35.807%. So well done, Kath. You do get this month's $100 Bunnings voucher. So if you can send me an email to the address on the screen, I will organise to get that posted out to you. It is like a card, so I do need to post it to you. So well done, Kath. The second girl to win in as many months, which is a big achievement because, as far as I know, there's only 4 girls in the comp. So for the first 2 months for a girl to win, pretty well, either coincidental or maybe it says something. I'm not too sure. So anyway, well done, Kath. And let's just have a quick look at the shares that you did have. I can find you here. There you are. So you got Triple T, and they've done really well, up over 130%. I've got them as well, so that's why I'm up there as well. SAS, Sky and Space Global, well, they're down, and the other one, ACA, they're down a little bit as well. But you had a big one, that Triple T, so yeah, that's the one that's got you up there. Well done, Kath. Just have a quick look at all the others. See if you can find yourself on there and just check how yours are going. Like I said, if they aren't right, who's this one? Zayo, yeah, he's got 3 really good stocks. If you look, they're all about 25% up, so very consistent across the board. So more than the Zayo, 3 really good picks there, going really well. Yeah, so if any of them don't look right, let me know and I'll make the changes. But Kath Lee is this month's winner, so congratulations to Kath. Okay, so that is it for this month, guys. Thank you for watching. Hopefully the 3 stocks, NWH, Treasury, TWE and CYP, hopefully they have a good month and we can all make a few bucks on the market. As I said, as of July 1st, or the 3rd I think is the first trading day, or was it the 2nd? 3rd, can't remember. Might be the 1st. Could be the 1st. Anyway, whatever day it is, the first trading day in July, I'm going to be a full-time stock trader and YouTuber and Facebooker and newsletter writer guy. So yeah, I'm just going to focus my whole life on the market. So it's going to be interesting. See how we go for the first 3 months of the new financial year. The end of this month, end of next month, sorry, June, that will be exactly 1 year since I started this channel. And it's been a very interesting experience for me from when I sat in this very spot a year ago, 11 months ago at this stage, and started just putting my thoughts onto YouTube. And so now, there's about 1,700 subscribers and people who I regularly talk to now, and have built up quite a good relationship just from doing that. Really excites me, it does. And yeah, thanks to you guys for watching and subscribing if you have. And yeah, I really appreciate it, and who knows where we'll all be this time and next year. Okay guys, that's it for this month. Have a great day. Very cold and wet and windy here in Perth at the moment. So it's nearly the weekend. It's a long weekend here in Perth, so that's good. So wherever you are, have a good weekend, nearly there, and have an awesome trading month in June.